Welcome back to Passionately Catholic. Our topic for today is the Examen, which is kind of like an examination of conscience. It's 500 years old. This particular strategy is based on St. Ignatius of Loyola and his spirituality. So St. Ignatius of Loyola started a group called the Jesuits, which Pope Francis is actually a member of, religious community within the church that did especially some fantastic missionary work throughout the church's history, of course, but following the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century, they were incredibly helpful and incredibly powerful at explaining the truths of the church's teachings and why we do and why we believe what we believe as Catholics. But one of St. Ignatius of Loyola, who's an absolute spiritual master within the church's history, one of his most profound contributions, I think, is the daily Examen. Now, it's a bit of an examination of the conscience, but it's also an examination of our day, the goods, the struggles, putting ourselves in God's presence. And see, the reality behind this is if we really want to grow in virtue and we really want to grow in our spiritual life, we must take the opportunity to reflect back on, well, how did that day go? So, for example, if I'm trying to become a better student, I finish a day or a semester or a test, I need to look back on it and say, well, what went well and what do I need to improve upon, and focus in on being able to make those improvements so that the next time I'm preparing for a test or another class or a new semester, that I'm really ready to go and do what I need to do to improve each time. And when we bring God into that mix, that's all the more powerful. So St. Ignatius of Loyola invites us with the daily Examen, especially at the end of the day, to look back over our day, to ask some simple questions, put ourselves in the presence of God, and almost like a rear view mirror, looking back on the day with our Lord, considering what did go well, what didn't go well, and asking for His grace and seeing all of the blessings that He's provided throughout our day, and really growing in gratitude and appreciation for those, and seeing the areas in which we've fallen, because we all fall short. Look at those areas in which we've fallen and ask the Lord to enter in with us to those days, give us His grace in the future to improve upon those. So if you look down in the description, I'm going to include a link to another video where I'm going to walk us through a meditation of the daily Examen together. So feel free to check that out. It's something that I've realized in my own life. Doing an Examen is highly valuable, but to be honest with you, doing it at the end of the day is very challenging for me. Setting that time aside and being able to sit back and reflect, it's easy for my mind to wander. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video just a few minutes long where I can just sit back, play some calm questions, invite me to enter deeply into this. That's going to guide my reflection and my prayer and my meditation on this piece. So, and I'm very excited to share it with you as well. So go ahead and scroll down and you can find the link to that other video in our description. And don't forget to subscribe to Passionately Catholic, that we can grow together even more every day. Passionately Catholic. God bless you.